Today it come across my mind to talk about interpersonal skills. I am finding that so many people just don't have interpersonal skills anymore. The level of social competence is so low. It is at an all-time low with the internet. People feel like because they engage online through text messages, phone, apps, or what have you, that A, they're good communicators, B, they have emotional intelligence, and C, that they have some know with all when it comes to understanding another person's perspective or how they treat people. And then with all these various platforms and technology components, people become exceptionally delusional that they are communicating effectively, and they become 10 times more manipulative, as well as they try to, we used to call it simple psych, or try to do that switch in psychology type of ordeal on you, as if the delusion and exaggeration that they created is actually reality. And when you think about it, as we continue to transform in technology, it makes so much sense because we're moving to artificial intelligence, we're moving to augmented reality. But this is the catch: the augmented reality and mind control has already begun. It has already started. It has to do with the internet, the videos, the various social media platforms, all these different things are a part of creating narratives that truly do not exist in most people's lives. It's only based on the reality as which one allows themselves to receive. Now, a person can choose. They can choose to be more grounded, as I am, being an earth sign, being a Virgo. I'm always going to be more grounded in reality and rational and logical and realistic in some ways about my thought process and what's actually happening. When someone's trying to argue with me or provoke me, I'm going to identify it. I'm also going to exercise emotional intelligence to try to understand one's perspective and pain as to which they're drawing their communication style from to even interact with me or communicate with me. But alongside this augmented reality that people are creating or co-creating their own reality, which a lot of people who have done that, they seem to be living a trash life. And with that trash life comes an exceptional amount of bad mental health. This loneliness epidemic has really affected the mentality of people all the way across the board. But I would have to say men have gotten the brunt end of this stick more than women, because women have done a fantastic job with finding things to do with their time, whether they have children, whether they are supporting family members, whether they are in female groups, friend groups. They're going to brunches. They're doing these business meetings, and they're educated. So they have this network of people that surrounds them, that continues to nurture them in all the different areas as to which they need to focus on their wellness, whether it be mental, emotional, physical, psychological, emotional, whatever the case may be, intimate. Women have found a way to close the gap in each one of those, because I think of their nurturing capabilities and their ability to connect emotionally with everything, including the universe. So I feel as if, as a woman, I have a heightened level of emotional intelligence and communicative skills. But For others, or the opposite sex, sometimes this takes additional work. It is very intentional behaviors that one has to have in order to develop communication skills that have a level of emotional intelligence that could connect with almost the masses, right? So when a person also, if they're like in remote work or whatever, and they don't have a family and they're alone and they're not interacting with quality people, or they create this narrative as if they're superior to others. Everything is affiliated with work. There's no separation between work and family, and the difference in behaviors and the interaction with women or people that they supposedly love. It also, that isolation is what I've been experiencing with people I interact with, is that it doesn't allow them the proper, it's almost like mechanics to heal. It's like you're going to have to be able to interact with certain types of people. You're going to have to be able to get feedback that is from a positive place and positive intent. You're going to have to be able to work through a conflict effectively. You're going to have to be able to communicate your feelings and have self-awareness, and know how to build relationships along with maintaining your self-preservation. So there's so much that happens when a man has a family and his children and, his mom and his dad and different people around, or really good male friends, or when females have really good female friends, or people that they've had within their network that known them as they continue to grow through life and have accomplished, and matured to different stages in life. When you have friends who've known you at various stages, they can always come to you and with love communicate, like, I don't know if you're doing the right thing, or did you think about this, or I don't know if that's the best for you, without you feeling attacked, or this person's condescending, or that someone's dramatizing your pain, or dramatizing your issues or addictions and things like that. They're actually being surrounded by people who are communicating with you in love and want to see you do better, because they can already see the potential in you and the fact that you could possibly be successful. Or they're also recognizing that you're currently a successful individual and they want the best for you, right? So being in this like internet technology thing, it's like, if you don't like my post, or if you don't like me, then, and you got something negative to say about anything about me, then you're not for me. It's like, that is delusional. It's the people who love you that's going to push you to be better, or push you to heal, or to handle certain situations better. It's going to be those individuals, because those are the people who truly care about you enough to make you a better person. Now, the flip side of this is that people also in this environment becomes jealous if they think people have it together, if they think that you think you better than them, or if you think that you're accomplishing something that they're accomplishing, when these things are not relevant at all with this conversation. They're not relevant, because ideally it's an even playing field, and the person who you're with, you're already two successful people. And if you're the same ethnicity, then it really doesn't matter, especially if you're a minority, because 9 times out of 10, you're having similar challenges with anything that you try to take on. No matter what your pillar of success is, entertainment, sales, marketing, finances, religion, whatever the case is, whatever pillar God has assigned you to advance in life, all of you are going to have similar challenges within that pillar, that and adversity that you have to overcome to achieve success. So when you're interacting with other successful people, there's really no point. There's really no point at all to even have any reservations about the type of conversations that you're having. And if you're in each other's presence, you're supposed to look for some form of exchange that you could provide each other, which is the value. It's just like everybody trying to sell something online, everybody trying to do this, everybody trying to do the same thing. There's only so many t-shirts we can buy, there's only so many things that we're going to buy. You have to peel that back and say, what is the true value that I'm offering someone? Because people will always buy value. What they see is valuable. And then one must be bought into their own value and have self-love and preservation and be happy with themselves. When you happy from within and you're constantly detoxing your spiritual man, and you're constantly reiterating and cleansing your heart, and you're constantly giving God some of your time to purify your heart and keep it of flesh, no matter what you interact with, no matter who you feel did you wrong or what you did wrong that you may be shameful of and guilty of, you got to know that God loves you. And when you cleanse and do those spiritual detoxes, then that's going to automatically allow your heart to speak more profoundly and to speak more positivity into the world. But when one is speaking from pain, hurt, frustration, mommy issues, daddy issues, and all these things that they have been reluctant to sit down and face themselves in the mirror of their own indiscretions and issues and the bad things that they've done, it's a shame how they get the opportunity to just articulate this and spew this out on people day in and day out. And I think what's more profound is that now more than ever, anyone has the ability to have a voice. But one has to always understand that there is a huge responsibility that comes with a voice. And it can either bless you or it can curse you. And so you have to be mindful as a person. Hey, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Greater is he that is in me, that is he that is in the world. And that you must not lean to your own understanding. You must lean to God. And then lastly, I'll leave you with this. The truth will set you free. Because no matter how much augmented reality, how much artificial intelligence, how many facades and how many pictures people can paint, and how they can make you think they this and make you think they that. And when you interact with them, that human element, one-on-one with a person, you're always going to know the greatness in them, but you're also going to know the challenges that they face and the pain that they have and endure that they have yet to conquer. So I wish you all a fabulous day on this Monday, and continue to conquer your pain, continue to heal, continue to face who you really are. Because when you know who you really are, you know whose you are, you're going to always remember and know and stand on how to operate. Always operate with a heart of flesh. Do not let this world harden your heart. And the pearly gates can be open to you. Ask God for forgiveness, repent, and continue to live the best life you possibly can. And then let no man put us under. Because what God has for us, no man can get in the way of it. The strong man has always been defeated. David defeated Goliath. Giants do fall. Have a wonderful day and enjoy your week. Peace.